this is Elaine with Elaine's Creations, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create this card using the Beauty of the Earth suite featuring the Beauty of Friendship bundle. Here's the Beauty of the Friendship bundle. You can see that it has these lovely trees that are two-step stamps with this beautiful distinctive stamp along with sentiments and this nice branched tree here, and then dies to cut out the trees and some branches, as well as this really nice leaves, and then outline to cut out the leaves as well. And these nice pieces for the sentiment, labels for the sentiment, and a pair of birds. So really nice bundle with lots of different possibilities for creating. And you also have the Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper filled with really gorgeous paper. I love the bark. That's one of my favorites. And then leaves and sky. Looks watercolored. I love the watercolored look. And then kind of a winter design and a fall design. And a nice watercolor look again. And then there's also the bark embossing folder. Really, really nice embossing folder. And I've used that on this card for the background here. So to start, I have started with a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 cardstock, just scored in half and folded in half, and I've used the bark embossing folder on the front of the card to give it this really nice texture. This is cinnamon cider cardstock, and then I have used a piece of 4 5/8 by 3 3/8 early espresso cardstock, and then I've used some shimmery white cardstock that is 4.5 by 3 1/4, and we're going to do some stamping on this cardstock. And then I've also cut out like a scrap piece of shimmery white that I'm going to use to stamp these two trees, and this measures about 4 1/4 by 2 1/2 so that I can stamp those trees. So I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper because I'm going to kind of stamp over a little bit. So I'm going to move these aside. And I'm going to use Mossy Meadow and a spritzer filled with water. So this is our spritzer, and it's just filled with water. And I'm going to use the detailed stamp. There's two stamps. One is a fuller stamp and the other has more details. It's like the second stamp that you use. I'm going to use the more detailed stamp, and I'm just going to get it nice and inked up, and then over on the side here, because I don't want to spray everything wet here, but over on the side I'm going to spray it with this. Ooh, you know what I noticed? This is not my water. This has some shimmery paint in it, so that's not my water one, so I don't want to spray it with that one. And this looks like my alcohol one because I've got some washi tape on it. So let me find my water one. Alcohol works too, but I really want the water one because that's going to be the best one. And it looks like I was using it and I put it somewhere. So let me smell this one and see if it is my alcohol one. I don't smell anything. So maybe this is my water one because it would be pretty strong, smell like alcohol if it was alcohol. Okay, so I've inked this up and I'm going to spray it with water. Make sure you check and see where you're spraying so you don't spray yourself in the face. Don't ask me how I know that. So I'm just going to spray it here twice. So I've sprayed it twice. It's nice and wet. And I'm just going to stamp it a couple of times. You see how that gives it a nice watercolor look, kind of spreads out, looks really nice there. And then if you want to just kind of get the rest of that off, and then you can ink it up again, and then you're going to spray it again, just kind of off over here. Just going to spray it twice. I'm going to get it pretty wet. That's going to dry, and I'm going to get some dark down here and put some light over here. Just let that dry off. And I think that looks pretty good. Maybe some more dark over here. So I'll just do it one more time. I'll spritz it. And we'll do some dark over here and maybe one more right there. Cool. Now I'll set that aside to dry, and then I'm going to do it one more time for my one that I'm going to cut out. So I'm going to spritz it again so it's all wet, and then I'm just going to stamp it on this. I'm just going to have that lovely watercolored look. I love this look. You could also use this piece if you wanted to. It's going to look fuller, but I'll show you what that looks like as well. So I'll spritz this. So it's going to definitely have a more full look, and I'm going to turn this around so it fits better. But it's going to be very full like that. And then I also stamped the little stamp to get this one right here. So you could do the detailed one or the full one, whichever one you want. But I've already cut those out ahead of time. So I have those here because I didn't want to have to wait until that dried and cut those out. So I'm just going to put all this aside. And I am going to use some cinnamon cider to stamp the greeting. And I used the Tasteful Labels dies to cut this out. I used those dies a lot. I really like them. So I'm just going to stamp kind of over to the right a little bit. Friendships refresh the soul. I really believe that. Definitely. And then I can just start putting the card together. So let's see how dry this is. Looks pretty dry. But I'll just grab this scrap paper just in case. So I'm going to layer this onto my early espresso. I made it pretty tight. I like it, the layering to just barely show. And then I'll grab some dimensionals. I'm kind of working on this one and using up all the edges. So I'm just going to cut off some edges here. And I like to save the release paper. It has its uses. So that's why I'm not chopping the edges. All right, so very pretty. So I'm just going to center that right on the card. And I saw this technique at the Stampin' Up! On Tour event. One of the demonstrators demonstrated it. I see a little bit of something there. I don't know if it's ink or whatever. So I'm just going to use my handy dandy sand eraser to just erase whatever that was off. And she did this technique, and I just thought it was so cool. Really liked it. So I just wanted to share it with you. And then I'm going to do some more dimensionals on here. It looks like I used some whoopsie paper here. That's what I call it. Okay. So let's put the tree on first. And that'll go right here. And then we'll put this one on top, right about there. I got a lot of water on that one. And then this one's gonna tuck underneath here, little bits, and right there. And this is our watercolored tree card. So I'm offering a free card kit when you purchase this bundle. So I've got the watercolored card. I've got this lovely Z-fold card here where I've colored the DSP. And then I've got this open tree card here. And the same demonstrator demonstrated a similar card that demonstrated this card. So I also enjoyed this card as well. So I wanted to share this one with you as well. So just use the June hostess code when you purchase the bundle and send me an email and let me know that you would like the Beauty of Friendship card kit or Beauty of the Earth card kit, and I will send it right out to you. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out all my other videos on the Beauty of the Earth suite featuring the Beauty of Friendship bundle. I'll see you guys later. Bye.